Hi everyone and welcome. I've got a new calendar to share with you all today in this review, and this is the Yoga Magic 2027 calendar. This is a wall calendar, by the way. Here's the back of the calendar, and as you can see it says 12 enchanting months of movement accompanied by beautiful yogic illustrations and transformative messages. Embrace a year of gentle guidance with monthly themes to support your personal practice. Paired with Marion Piret's earthy dreamlike artwork, every page becomes a daily invitation to pause. By the way, this is produced by Rockpool Publishing, and as you can see it says it's printed with soy ink. I've never seen that before, so that's new for me. And here are the prices as well. Obviously it depends on your currency and country you're buying from. So as you can see it's a yoga theme with the images that we're going to now take a look at in the calendar. I just thought I'd show you it comes with a seal there to open it, so that's a really lovely touch. And the card is really nice and thick, so that will last well on your wall as well. So about the author, Stanja Buvac, I hope I said that correctly, is a yoga teacher and educator based in Sydney, Australia. And Marion Piret is a French illustrator based near Rennes, Brittany. Now, I've got to say I'm familiar with Marion Piret's illustrations because I have this deck, just thought I'd show you, Love and Light mantra cards that feature her illustrations. You'll notice some of these in the calendar actually, and it's really interesting that I recently used this deck in a reading. Those of you who are regular viewers will possibly remember, and the card that came out had this image on it, and I did that reading a couple of days before receiving this calendar. So what a synchronicity that was, I must say. So obviously this Love and Light is a Rockpool Publishing deck. I did a review and walkthrough of that one on my channel as well, if you're interested in seeing the cards. So on the back page there's a 2026 and 2028 calendar as well, and it says here more from Stanja Buvac and Marion Piret. There's a 2027 Yoga Magic day-to-day calendar, so it's 365 enchanting days of movement accompanied by beautiful yogic illustrations. So if you want something for every day, that could be for you. So this is inside the front cover, this beautiful illustration that you might recognise from the Love and Light mantra cards that I just showed you. Wouldn't it be lovely to have this calendar on your wall and then pull a card from this deck for the day? Might be very inspiring, motivating. And the quote here says, let each day bring you home to breath, to clarity, to your quiet rhythm. Then there's the year at a glance there as well. And I absolutely love this illustration, how beautiful. I think this is a lovely one that you could quite easily cut out after using the calendar and stick that on your wall or frame it even. I do love the illustrations in this calendar, they're very uplifting. I love nature. And you've got here intentions for the year ahead, so you can write those out at any time and obviously refer back. You might be inspired by this image potentially. very free image, isn't it? Summer vibes, might get you painting, you know, inspired in some way. So here we go on to, we'll do a flip through now of each month. So first of all, January, I'll just show you, obviously it's a bit big to show you it all, but you've got the grid for the month, nice spaces there. It does show you the moon phases as well. We've got the illustration here that's wonderful with like a keyword, breathe, and then you've got a quote, let your breath find you, even in the quiet corners you've forgotten to look at. I just think that would be lovely, wouldn't it, to have on your wall. I'm imagining having that on the wall in this room, actually, where I do my readings, and just being inspired by it, and maybe getting up and doing a bit of yoga myself. I love doing yoga, actually. So obviously if you love yoga, this calendar might really interest you. I really like the earthy colours as well in the image. So February, I do love this one as well. It says ground, keep landing gently until your body remembers it has always been home. With the poppies surrounding her, that is stunning, I've got to say. I think you could frame each and every one of these images, or, you know, put them on your wall after having used the calendar. How fortunate are we to have these beautiful illustrations, you know, from a calendar. So move, that might get you moving for March. It says move in ways that honour you, even if they're different from the world's expectations. I love the way there's leaves, they're wrapped around her arms, showing growth. So that's beautiful. April, observe. See without rushing to fix. In stillness, change will begin to quietly unfold. Again, there's the theme of the leaves around her arms there. A very still image. It's a very calming effect. In fact, I have to say, when I had a flick through this calendar before doing this video, after I'd looked through all the images, I did get a very calming vibe come over me. So you might find that as well. So I really do love the feel of these images in this calendar. Wow, isn't that empowering? Strengthen for May. Let your strength come from within, not from holding it all together, but from allowing some of it to fall away. That's beautiful as well. June, settle. So I like the way you've got the keyword. I also like the way it's framed here like a window, so like you're looking in on this person and what they're doing. Wow, and what a strong pose that is. It says you're allowed to exhale before gathering the energy to begin again. Beautiful with the trees there again. A very peaceful vibe, isn't it? Unravel for July, doing the split, it's very flexible. In the soft undoing, space opens and your deepest truth begins to breathe. Let's move on to the next one. This one, I've got to say, I think is one of my favourites. Restore. With the roots here, connecting her to earth, and the poppies coming out of her body, showing her, you know, becoming restored and healed, grounded. That is beautiful. what do you all think of the images? Let us know in the comments if you wish. So belong, love that one for September. Belonging begins when you take up space without shrinking to fit someone else's frame. Love the flowers, the colour in these illustrations, really beautiful. Shoes, now that's a pose that I do. I don't know what it's called actually, but if you know, let us know if you wish in the comments. It says you're allowed to choose again even when the world expects you to stay the same. And she's holding that flower there, that's beautiful, for balance. So November, we've got this pose that you probably saw on the deck that I showed you before. So we've got embody. The more you embody your truth, the less you need to defend it. That is stunning, isn't it? The movement, the way the leaves now are coming off of her like she's started again. Yeah, embodied her truth. Love that, feeling whole. And then December, stunning, reflect. Through reflection, what matters most will begin to take shape and guide your way forward. I love the colour in that one, that field. It's so inspiring, isn't it? It's for December, but I think that's really uplifting to have the colour, the pop from her dress there. So do you get the same calming vibe that I said about from this calendar? I know that that's how I feel again. So we'll come right back now to the end. A note from the author. And she says, this calendar is a companion for the year ahead. Not something to tick off, but something to return to. The words are reminders that strength doesn't come from doing more, but from pausing long enough to notice what is here. Each reflection offers a way back through breath, movement, or quiet attention. My hope is that these reflections meet you in the midst of daily life, in the busy days, the challenges, and the ordinary rhythm of things. May they bring steadiness when life feels uncertain, and remind you that clarity and connection are never far away. Yeah, I love that as well. So true, in the midst of daily life, busy days. I'm just imagining, as I said, walking into your office, for example, and then you've had quite a hectic day, maybe a stressful meeting, and then you walk in and see that, and you will breathe, and it reminds you to just stop, breathe, chill for a bit, maybe do a bit of yoga, get out into nature. So personally, I think this is a stunning calendar that I cannot wait to get on the wall. I think it would be very inspiring and uplifting, as I said before, motivating, calming, all of those wonderful things. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. It might interest you, obviously. If it does, then check it out online if you're going to get your calendar in early. But I hope you've enjoyed looking at it anyway, and appreciated the beautiful illustrations. Thank you so much for being here with me and for watching this. I'll see you all very soon.